Welcome to Techtastic, Tech Hub for Trainers. If you are new, please click on the subscribe button or the bell icon to stay updated with all my videos.
In today's video, we will be learning how to fill part 1 of online application form for 11th standard admission in Maharashtra. The website to fill up 11th standard admission mock form or part 1 of the form is 11thadmission.org.in. So once you're at the website, on the right hand side, you will see the regions for which you want to apply for admission. As of now, for example purpose, I'll be taking Mumbai region. It will take you to mumbai.11thadmission.org.in. You can watch the video that has already been posted for the 11th admission process. All the notifications, GR circulars will be posted here in the notification area. And as you can see, whatever announcements are there will be mentioned over here on top. On the right hand side, as you can see, admission schedule, information brochure, user manual and a few useful videos can be found. Over here, the option to register and log in for students is available. That is what we are going to do today. We will do student mock registration. Now this mock registration is given so that students are able to practice part 1 filling of their form. So let's begin. Now as soon as you click on student registration, you have to first register. For every new user, you have to first register. So as soon as you're clicking on registration, this is what comes. First option, applicant's 10th standard school area. So from whichever school you have studied in, whether it is within MMR region, that is Mumbai Metropolitan Region, or whether it is outside MMR region, that is Mumbai Metropolitan Region, or whether it is completely outside Maharashtra state. For example, you are belonging to say Andhra Pradesh or Gujarat or Goa or any other state and you want to apply for 11th standard admission in Maharashtra, then this is what you will be selecting. For example purpose, I will be selecting within MMR region. Applicant status. Now this 11th standard admission is online for all varieties of applicants. The ones who have repeated their 10th standard, ones who have previously passed 10th standard, that is by appearing for 10th standard in the year before 2021. And suppose they took a gap and now they want to apply for 11th. So the last option is for them. For the ones who have passed 10th standard examination this year, it is fresher. So application status would be fresher for majority of 10th standard applications. Now, next third option, you have to select the now in the third option, you have to select the board from which you have given your 10th standard examination. All Maharashtra State Board students will be selecting SSC. Now, as soon as you select SSC, you can see get SSC data option comes. So you enter your seat number and these three things, name of the applicant, year and month of the examination will be filled up automatically. For other board students, they have to type out each and everything. So for example purpose, these are the boards already given: CBSE, ICSE, IB and IGCSE and NIOS. For example purpose, I'll take NIOS. If you belong to any other state board, like I said, if you belong to any other state and have given exam from that state and you are coming to Maharashtra, then you have to select any other board and it will ask you to specify which board do you belong to. There is a drop down box available and say a lot of options for different education boards they have mentioned. For this current example purpose, I'll be taking NIOS board. Over here, I'll for the example sake, I'll be entering a random seat number. So student will be asked seat number. Please look at your mark sheet, and whatever is given in the mark sheet, the seat number, the month of the examination could be February, March, April, and the year of the examination 2021. Name of the applicant. Fill up everything in the capital letters. Please fill the name as per the mark sheet. For example purpose, I'll just fill up A, B, C, D, E, F. But you students, please look at your mark sheet and fill up all these details from your mark sheet itself. If you haven't got the hard copy of the mark sheet, you can refer to the digital copy of your mark sheet and fill up these details accordingly. Applicant's contact details. Now this, please, you will not be able to change this later. So please fill up valid details. As of now, since this is mock registration and demo that I'm showing, I'm filling a random number. But students, when you're filling this number, please keep in mind that this number is active for the entire duration of admission process. Could be 2 months, 3 months, whatever. Make sure this number is valid number. Email also. Keep a valid email ID. Preferably parents' email ID, so that if colleges wish to contact, they can do that, and any email notification, it can come on the parents' email ID. If the student is operating everything, then it can be student's email ID also. Mobile number also, be it parents or students, it should be active for the entire duration of admission process. Security question. Now, in case you have forgotten your password or email ID or anything, this security question is what will help you to get your access to your form. So, select any one security question whose answer you will be able to remember and enter the detail accordingly. For example purpose, I chose first question and gave a random answer. Password, you have to have minimum 8 characters of password. Any field you want to know details about what to fill up, there is I option given over here. Just mouse over this I option and you will get a hint what to fill. Password must be 8 to 15 characters long. See over here also. If applicant does not have mobile number, give parents number. Okay, so all this, wherever you see I, you can fill up and you can mouse over and read the details on it. So password, whatever password you are giving, please remember, enter the password and confirm password. Make sure both are same. Please remember this password and then enter CAPTCHA code. What is CAPTCHA code? Whatever is given over here, the right hand side. Okay. So whatever you see, every time this will be different CAPTCHA code. And then click on register. So once you are registered, you will get this notification, dear Mr. Swan, whatever name you have entered, that name will show up. You have registered successfully and your application form number or login ID is so and so. Please make note of this login ID. You can also click on print so that you can save this login ID. This is what you are going to use for entering, that is logging in every time when you access this website. So please do not forget this login ID at all. This login ID and password has been sent to your registered mobile number. Kindly note it down. Read the instructions. Kindly note it down. This unique login ID and password you've created will be used for login to complete the application form and for further admission process. Students are advised not to disclose or share their passwords with anybody. School Education and Sports Department, to whom this website belongs, will not be responsible for violation or misuse of the password of the candidate. That is, if you are giving password to anybody and they misuse it, these people are not responsible. Student can change your password if you want after login. Students should remember to log out after every session. Okay. So once you've read the instructions, you have noted down your login ID, click on proceed to login. Now, the login ID that you have copied or noted down, please mention the login ID over here. Password that we had set, that password we are going to use over here. The captcha code. From here, whatever the captcha code you see, you can use that captcha code, enter properly, and then click on login. If you don't see this properly, you want to change, you can always click on this refresh button and you'll get a new captcha code. Once you've entered all details, press login. So once you've logged in, you will be able to see the dashboard wherein your basic details are visible, and it will say as of now that the application form part 1 is incomplete. So you can click on this button, proceed to fill application form. On the left hand side, you can see all these categories are given. Your application form is divided into small parts. So these are like small entries in your form. So it makes easier to fill. So you click on proceed to fill application form. And for each option, you will always get information about or a note from the website giving you hint about what to take care about. Say for example, in this personal details, we came to personal details option first on the left hand side. So if you want to apply for in-house quota admission, enter correct UDICE code or index number of your secondary school. Student information of Maharashtra State Board is already been taken into system. So cross check UDICE number or SSC index number. Any other board students, if you all have an UDICE number, please get it from your school. Your application will be sent to respective secondary school for verification process automatically. Okay. You can please refer to all these notes that these website is generating. Now your name has already come automatically because while doing registration we mentioned the name over here. Applicant's mother's name, gender, date of birth. For date of birth, you get this calendar wherein you can pick any date. Okay, choose any date. Name of the school. I'm filling any random details. You fill up the name of the school properly. School index number you will get from school. UDICE number also you will get from school. As of now, I will leave it blank, or I can just write a random number. Okay. Please get these details from the school and then you can fill it up. Now, if at all, like I said, for other board students who are not belonging to SSC board and you cannot take admission in in-house quota, so then this school index number will not be applicable for you. School index number or UDICE number will not be applicable for you. So if I leave it blank, suppose say I'm in NIOS and I don't have UDICE number or school index number, I'll leave it blank for the example purpose. Then it is okay. These are not required fields. See the red star or asterisk mark over here. These fields are the only ones required. Okay, so I fill the required fields and then I click on save and next. The next option is the address details. We finished with personal details. Now coming to address details. Over here, fill up your address properly. I am filling any random data, but of course you can refer your address to whatever is your current address. Please take parents' help to fill up this address properly. Fill up PIN code of your area. Select state is by default selected Maharashtra because you're applying for Maharashtra state. So you can select the area, the city that you're applying for. Say for example, Mumbai suburban. Mention the taluka over here. City, town, village. Okay, all these are required details. This is part of the address. All these things are part of the address. The mobile number 1. Okay, see this I'm not able to change now. Why? Because this I've already entered in the registration when I was registering. Now Now this is second mobile number they are asking. So I can fill up any random mobile number as of now. People, students, please fill up the proper numbers that you have. Ask your parents and fill up parents' mobile numbers only. Landline number, if you have landline, then fill up landline number, or over here also you can fill up the mobile number. No issues. Email ID also I cannot edit because I've entered it during the registration details. So please, once you're done filling up, go through the address properly again, verify, recheck everything. Okay, read the note. If applicant does not have mobile number or email ID, then please give parents or relatives mobile number and email ID if available, so as to receive timely communications, alerts and updates. If you give wrong mobile numbers, you will not get proper updates from the website. So please give proper mobile numbers and email IDs. So once you're done filling up everything properly, just click on Save and Next. Next is the category and reservation details. Now over here, applicants from Maharashtra state claiming any reservation, that is constitutional and or special reservation, should upload supporting documents for verification and approval of this category. So whichever question or category you are applying, you are saying yes to, you should have documents for that particular category. Documents in the name of the student himself or herself. So first option in the category, if you belong to any of these categories, select that. If you do not belong to any of these above categories, scheduled caste, scheduled tribes, Vimukta Jamati, nomadic tribes, so other backward class and special backward class, wherever you belong, you can select that. If nothing, then select general or open category. Next, these options. Does applicant belong to handicap, hearing disability category? If you belong to this category, click on yes. Otherwise, click on no. Now, all these categories are special categories wherein special reservations are kept. The percentage of these reservations, you can refer to any GR issued on this website, the information brochure. You will get information there. Does applicant belong to earthquake or project affected? If you belong to this category, then put yes. Otherwise, no. Has applicant's parent been transferred to online process area? Then yes, otherwise click no. Whether applicant's grandparents are freedom fighters, click yes, otherwise no. You should have supporting documents for wherever you are clicking yes. Does applicant's parents belong to servicemen or ex-servicemen category? If you belong, then yes, otherwise no. Does applicant belong to sports category? Now this is applicable for state level or national level sports category. If you belong to that category, then select yes, otherwise no. You should have supporting documents also. If you're falling under a category of orphan, as per the provisions in GR dated 2nd April 2018, would you like to apply for 1% quota in the applicant admission process? If yes, then click on yes, otherwise no. Now, have you opted for any pre-vocational courses or subjects offered under NSQF at 10th examination? Now, this is those who have taken vocational or pre-vocational subjects in standard 10th. For them, this reservation is there. So, you can click on yes if you have taken vocational subjects, otherwise no. Minority admission quota. Now, for minority colleges, this minority admission is like you have 50% reservation for the minority. Now, there are two types of minority, linguistic minority and religious minority. So, in linguistics, suppose any of this language speaking minority is considered as a minority in Maharashtra. Okay. So, let's say I'm selecting a linguistic minority and over here religious minority. So, you should have particular supporting documents. that certify that okay, your living certificate should also mention language as this particular language what you're selecting, and religion as whatever you're selecting. Your living certificate should be having these details. Now, do you want to take admission through in-house quota? Over here it came no, because I did not enter the school index number and UDICE number. Obviously, if I'm belonging to NIOS or other board, CBSE, ICSE board, I would not get an option for in-house quota. So please check again whatever you have filled up, whichever application or reservation you have opted for, you will have to have supported documents for it. Once you're done checking, click on save and next. Coming to next option, qualification details. 10th standard examination details. Have you passed or have you got 80 KT? That is allowed to keep terms. So whatever is your option, by default I'm selecting pass right now. Have you passed English? Whether I had taken English subject in 10th standard, if I have, then I take yes. If have you passed in science subject? If I haven't taken science subject, I will select no over here. In 10th standard, if I have not taken science subject, I will select no. If I'm selecting no, I will not be able to apply for science colleges. Total marks obtained, for example, I'm just entering 300 marks out of 600 or 500, whatever is your marks. Please refer to your mark sheet. There will be total marks obtained, total marks out of, percentage will be calculated automatically. Okay, so please fill up all these details properly, and then once you're done, click on save and next. Now, for other board students, you have to select a guidance center. See document verification details. You have to get your mark sheet verified by the guidance center. So, select the guidance center of wherever you are living in, and the nearest guidance center, they will give college names of the guidance center. You select any one, okay, and accordingly, once you are done filling the form, you have to take printout, you have to take the documents for say any reservation category along with your mark sheet, whatever you've applied, and then go to this guidance center and get your form verified. Click save and next once you're done selecting the nearest guidance center. Then we come to uploading the required document. Over here, you have to upload your mark sheet. See, they have mentioned what are the file types allowed. That is JPG, that is PNG, BMP and PDF. That is either you have a PDF or of your mark sheet, or you have a screenshot, that is photograph of your mark sheet. The maximum file size allowed is 1 MB. So you can keep mark sheet saved in a folder. Once it is saved, you have to just click on upload over here, then click on browse over here, and wherever you have saved your mark sheet, from there you have to just select it and click on open. So that will display the name of the mark sheet, the image, and then click on upload. Once the file is uploaded, you have option to view and you have option to delete. Suppose if by mistake you've entered a wrong image, you can delete it, and suppose you've entered a correct image, then you can just view and check. As of now, I've uploaded a random image, so I will not be viewing it. So once you are done uploading, click on save and next. You get to see your entire form, all the details that you have filled up. Please go through your form, each and every detail, check every detail properly, and once you see it is okay, as you can see, required document list, and see the verification is showing pending over here. Like I said, you have to go to a guidance center and get your document verified. You click on, if all the things are correct that you have entered, you have checked, you have verified, you click on I hereby declare and understand that all the information furnished by me in this online application form is true, complete and correct to the best of my knowledge and belief. Second, entire information furnished by me in this application is final and binding to me. Third, if any information furnished by me here is found to be false or incorrect, I shall be liable for appropriate legal action and my admission will be cancelled as per the rules. So like I said, please fill up all the details properly and only then you move on to lock application form. Like I said, since this is mock registration and I have filled only mock data, the sample data, I'm okay with locking the application form. So put a tick mark over here and then I can click on lock application form. It will give me a notification. You will not be able to modify, change, alter your application form once you lock it. So if you don't want to lock it now, you want to take your time to think and go through the form, it is okay. You can lock it tomorrow also. Okay. So then click on confirm once you're ready to lock your form. Now, this locking form came automatically and after locking the form comes print application form. So you can print it and keep it as a PDF for your record. Okay. And you can also print it and you have to submit it in the college. Take principal signature or take the printout to the guidance center for verification. And once it is verified, you have to submit that copy to the college for admission. Now one more step. Now this is a mock registration, so they have not given one more step over here, that is the payment step. Now I think either before the lock application or after the lock application, they will ask for payment of processing fees of the admission application. You will be able to pay it online via net banking options. Okay. Now, since this is mock application form, you have option to, you can check left hand side, all the options that we had, personal details and all has gone. Your application form is locked. You will not be able to change anything. You have option to print it. You have option to unlock it. So when I click on unlock application form, okay, I'm entirely responsible for unlocking my application form. See, I can click here and get the application form unlocked. Now this they are allowing for, since this is mock registration form, they are allowing it. Now we don't know whether this will be allowed in the actual process or not. Please, locking and unlocking, think carefully and do it. Change verification center. Now once I have found, suppose I'm not able to go to this particular place for verification, I can change the verification center. Now you have locked your application form, so I cannot change the verification center at least up to 48 hours. I'll be able to only change it after 48 hours. Okay. Now this is student timeline, payment history. See registration form part 1. This timeline shows my progress. When did I fill part 1 of the form? When did I fill part 2 of the form? If there's allotment or admission, so when did I get allotted to college? All this will be shown over here. Payment history, like I said, for the original uh, form application, you will have to pay some amount. So this is the payment history. Change mobile number or email ID option. If you want to change your mobile number, you can enter a mobile number, click on change mobile number, enter new email ID, click on change email ID. Change password option is over here, given over here, left hand side. You have to enter old password and then you enter new password and click on confirm password. I'm not doing anything right now here. Change security question. You can do that also. Then last you have withdraw application option over here. So it gives you warning. After withdrawal of application, your login will be disabled and you will not be able to proceed in standard 11th centralized online admission process 2021-22. If you don't want to proceed further, then only withdraw your applications. Suppose you have decided you no longer want to continue with admission in Mumbai or this particular Maharashtra state or this particular process that you're following, then only you have to withdraw your application. Otherwise, do not. Leave it as it is. So once I'm done, then I can refer to my form anytime by going to print application form. Okay, once I'm done, I can click on log out. You might lose data if it is not saved, but I have saved everything. So are you sure you want to log out? Yes. So this is just kind of a demo I was showing you all. If I want to log in again, I can click on login button over here and use the same application ID that I have got. Password same because I haven't changed it. So password will be same. Again, I enter the CAPTCHA code. And I click on login. See over here now my status shows that application form part 1 is locked, not verified by the school or the guidance center because I haven't gone to the guidance center for verification yet. Okay. So this is all about the form filling of part 1 of application form for standard 11 centralized online admission process for the year 2021-22. Thank you everyone for watching this video. If you liked it, please click on like button. If you feel this will be useful to your friends also, please don't hesitate to share.